In this video, I'll be taking a look at the new weapon that just came to Splatoon 2, the Splat Brella. Now here is the Splat Brella, and let me bring up the stats for the weapon. So as you can see on screen right now, the range of the weapon is, I guess, okay, if that's how I have to put it. And then the damage of it's really high, so I'm assuming you'll be able to kill people pretty easily with the Splat Brella. And then the durability of this weapon is up high. And then the sub is a sprinkler, and then the special for it is going to be the ink storm. Now before I actually go into a turf war and actually try this weapon out, I'm actually going to go ahead and go into the test area and test this weapon out, so we can test this out and get a feeling of how the weapon's actually going to use. So now we're back in the test area of Splatoon 2. Let me go ahead and start shooting the weapon. Yes, this weapon actually to me feels like a shotgun. You can see when I'm shooting it, it does kind of look like a shotgun. And let me go ahead and get more ink. And I'm also going to go ahead and throw out the sprinkler, and there is a sprinkler. I am actually a big fan of the sprinkler. I do use the sprinkler. Granted, I only have one other weapon at the very moment that has a sprinkler, but I am a huge fan of the sprinkler. As you can see, there's a sprinkler going to town and shooting it. It does have okay range, not the best range, but I feel like the range is pretty good on this weapon, to be honest with you. Now, I already did use this weapon when it came out, and I'm going to show you some other stuff you can do with this weapon. Now, this is one weapon in Splatoon besides shooting. You can actually do some other stuff. Now, you know you have the Splat dually, so any variant of the dualies you can roll. Well, with this weapon, you can't roll, but you can do something else. So, as you're shooting, you can keep shooting the ink like you normally do by tapping the button on the back. If you keep tapping, you'll just keep shooting ink, right? But if you hold it down for a couple of seconds, then you'll be able to get this umbrella that actually pops out, and you can actually move while you're in the umbrella. So hold it down for a little bit, walk around, let go, and then the umbrella will pop back out and you can start shooting again. But there's also another thing you can do with this. If you hold the button down all the way for like 3-4 seconds, it'll actually shoot the umbrella part out, and it'll actually hit anyone in the way. Now, I'm not sure if it'll kill anyone. I haven't actually had a hit with the umbrella, so I don't know if it'll kill anyone. Also, I'm not sure also if how much damage you can take while you have the umbrella out, meaning how much ink you can how much ink the umbrella will take before it actually pops. I don't know. So make sure if you want to use the umbrella for protection, you hold it down for a little bit, walk around, then let go, because if you hold it down too long while you're in umbrella mode, again, it will shoot it out. So you don't want to shoot it out if you're trying to use it for protection. Just hold it down for a little bit and then let go. So you can't, so I guess it's actually good that they did this to make sure that people can't just sit behind it and camp. That's actually a very cool thing that the umbrella actually goes forward, because I'm assuming some people will just sit behind this all day and try to camp behind the umbrella, which would be no good. So I am glad it does shoot out after a while too. I'm assuming even if it didn't shoot out, Nintendo would have made it to where it would have popped eventually. So that's pretty good news. Now I'm going to go ahead into a turf war and actually demo the Splat Brella. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in a turf war. So we're back with a turf war with the Splat Brella. And something I am noticing a lot with some of these DLC weapons, I'm noticing a lot of people aren't actually using them. I'm actually surprised people don't use the Splat Brella, at least right now. You would think that it's a new weapon, everybody would want to test it out, but I guess not. Believe it or not, I don't see a lot of Splat Brellas. Now, you've seen about 2 or 3 on my team right now, but you can see the other team had no Splat Brellas. Now, what I have to say about this weapon is I'm really loving this weapon. This weapon might be in my rotation, or I might possibly main this weapon. I just love the fact that it shoots like a shotgun. I love how the umbrella comes out and everything about this weapon. I love it. And the fact that its sub-weapon is the sprinkler. I absolutely love the sprinkler. One thing about the sprinkler as well is a lot of people on the other teams, when they see it, they'll try to immediately shoot it down. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind when you're using the sprinkler. The one thing I don't like about this whole setup is the fact that it does have ink storm. I'm not really a big ink storm user, so that's not really my special. But overall, I love the feeling of this weapon, and I love the range of this weapon. I feel like the ink consumption on this weapon is actually really good. Now, usually when it comes to ink consumption, I can't really tell you too much. I usually might be off on that, but for me, I feel like the ink consumption is pretty good on this weapon, but it's not the greatest either, but I feel like it's alright. Let me go ahead and this roller guy. Nope, couldn't get the roller guy. But it literally takes like, I think minimum of 2 hits or 3. So it kills really fast. That's one nice thing about this. If you're getting closed in, you can easily kill someone easily, providing your aim's on point, of course. But this thing is just a very powerful weapon. I love the way it shoots. I love how you can pop out the umbrella and everything like that. Actually, most of the time, believe it or not, when I'm actually using this weapon, I actually don't pop out the umbrella when someone's close to me. I feel like it's a waste of time, so what I usually do is keep shooting. Considering this actually shoots in 2 to 3 hits to kill somebody, it's like, what's the point of actually opening up my umbrella? I feel like it's just a waste of time. Let me go ahead and shoot out the umbrella, though. So I am going to shoot out the umbrella. I want to see if I can get a kill on video for you real quick before this demonstration is over. Dang it, I don't know where the other team is. If I only knew where the other team is, I'd be able to try to get a kill for you guys. Okay, there's a guy. He's gonna use Inkstorm. I should be able to get this guy. Yep, you can see how powerful this thing is. And that roller guy, I didn't see that roller guy behind me until it was too late. But yeah, you can see this thing's powerful. And I'm definitely liking it. This is my first DLC weapon. I can truly say I'm actually loving. I really do love this weapon as all. I don't know if it would be my main weapon, but I do love this weapon. I feel like for ranked as well, you can actually go pretty hard with some stuff using this in ranked mode. Go ahead and throw out another sprinkler real quick. There's a sprinkler going off, but overall, that is a demonstration of the Splat, Brella, and Splatoon 2. It looks like we won that match pretty decently, 56 to 36, so we did very good. And there's 2 umbrella users on our team, and the other team you can see had no umbrella users. But I like the design of the Splat Brella. You can see I got number 1 on my team as well with the Splat Brella. Only got 1 kill with it, but I'm very happy with my 1 kill, and you can see it killed very nice. Anyway, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out, guys.